Welcome back, and today we're doing another Life of a Carpenter. I'm starting today early. You see those bags under my eyes. It is pretty early in the morning. We're going to the gym. It is 5:07. Let's get it. Just got done my workout. Taking it pretty easy today. I don't want to go too crazy. If you guys want to see what I'm doing in the gym, let me know. I know obviously it's not a fitness channel, but I think it's, you know, something you might be interested in. Okay, so all the food's done. We got a coffee right here. We have a shake right here, just some fruits and some protein powder, some shrimp, salmon, rice, extra little meat pack, bagel, coffee for when we go. So I'm headed out. It is 6:30. My commute time is about 20 minutes. My start time is at 7:30, so I'm giving myself 30 to 40 minutes extra just in case like there's an accident or whatever. The most important thing for a carpenter is always to be dependable, to be on time. The last thing you want to do is be late, especially when you're running with a smaller crew like I am, so I want to make sure I give myself ample time to get there. I'd rather chill in the parking lot than have to rush in there and maybe get a speeding ticket. So that's always best practice. Give yourself some cushion so you don't have to worry about it and stress out. So I'm at the job site. It's around 7 o'clock. I give myself around 30 minutes just so I can like relax. I don't want to rush into the job site and have to like run to make sure I'm there on time. That's something that, you know, younger guys really struggle with that I've noticed is, you know, they come in the last minute, they may have like a coffee or like, you know, some fast food, and it's like, it looks unprofessional because you're not taking it seriously. And when you're cutting it's really close, it's very, very easy to come in late because you're one traffic jam, you're a couple red lights from being late, and that's just not a good look for anybody. And so it's really important that you give yourself ample time to get to the job site. Now, we're working in an apartment complex. We're fixing like trim and siding, so it's not super labor intensive. That's why I can easily, you know, go to the gym and still work a 10-hour shift because again, Memorial Day was yesterday, so we're gonna work 10-hour shifts to make up for that missed day. So again, it's a lot more like methodical, going through the whole process of like taking the pieces out and removing them, replacing them. So it's not like a concrete pour where it's just constant action or, you know, super production. It's more thinking, more finished work. So I appreciate, you know, the different switch ups. Sometimes it's about production, like, you know, when you're doing concrete formwork, it's, you know, trying to put up as much panels or, you know, square footage as possible. And with this more finished stuff, it's like you have to think about the process. You are removing stuff and putting stuff back. If you try to move too fast, you can cause more damage, especially with like existing material. And again, everything we're doing with this waterproofing, we're responsible for. So if you make damages or you puncture stuff, we're responsible. We're on the hook for that. So something to think about when you're working. Again, you know, it's just, you run the gamut of being a carpenter. You do so much different things, and so it's just kind of cool to be on a different job site, switch the pace, use different parts of my mind, use different parts of my body. So it's definitely a cool experience. So I know you guys like the tool review, so I want to show you guys my cart. I got this little Husky cart right here. I personally like having my own cart so I can have all my tools on there. Not have to worry about people grabbing my stuff or fighting over where my things are at, or, you know, disorganization. So I like to have all my stuff in one place. As you can see, I got that big boy Milwaukee vacuum. This thing is great. I used to have the Makita one, but it wasn't as powerful. This one's nice and has the added benefit of being able to stack stuff on top here, so you can, you know, become a little more organized too. A lot of people ask about these knee pads. These are the Cellstrom knee pads. I had these for about 2 years. These things are really good. They may not look, you know, aesthetically as good, but these things are awesome. These are probably the best knee pads I ever bought. Like I said, I like the little hooks right here that attach to this. Probably the best system. Way better than Velcro, way better than buttons. These are really good. I actually just got this Makita fine tool. This is like the XLT. This is the newer one. This thing is probably a little more, it's more expensive than, you know, the base model right here, but it's way more powerful. The only downside is it only takes the Starlock system, so you can't put the universal fine tool blades on there. That's not ideal, but this thing is way stronger. Has a little light on there, if you can see that. Not as loud, and this thing cuts through wood like butter. Here, I'm gonna give you an example of what the other one sounds like. So I've seen other ones where it's a lot louder in comparison, but this thing is pretty good. I also want to try it out for you guys just to let you know if it's worth the purchase. I think this is good. If you're going to do like high production, use this a lot, I think this is worth it. We're doing a lot of siding right now, and all of the fasteners for the siding is all underneath on the bottom, opposed to being covered up like normal siding. So we have to stick our fine tool in there and then cut them all out. So we've been doing that a lot with the siding. So I think this was a pretty good purchase, and plus again, it's mine, so I like it. For most jobs, they don't recommend that you bring your own power tools, and I usually don't, but I do like having, you know, testing stuff out on the job site where it really matters to see if it's worth it. Also, you know, if you're doing DIY work or something at home, you might think, well, should I buy this one or this one? This isn't for like high production if you use it a lot. This is just if you need a fine tool overall, just get this one. Let me show you some more stuff. I have this Husky magnet tray. This thing comes in clutch. Just having all, you know, loose fasteners. We were taking apart the gutter systems, and it's nice to, you know, throw everything in one place, so then you can come grab it later on instead of throwing it into your bags. Sometimes that comes like a black hole and you lose things, so it's nice to be able to just throw everything you need into your metal tray, set this aside. I have this little ammo box, which is like something you can, like, you know, put things in here, and it's also like waterproof, so it's nice. Got some magnets, so when you're drilling into steel or whatnot, set these on there as guides. These are actually pretty sweet, pretty nice. I got these gecko gauges for the siding when we're doing hardy siding. These things come in clutch, especially if you're doing it by yourself. I definitely recommend getting these so you don't have to keep like snapping lines or constantly measuring. These things are awesome. I also have a couple different Vixbits. These are definitely good for hinges. If you've ever done doors and hardware, you know that the hinges are very, very important to get that right. If you don't get it right, the door doesn't swing properly, doesn't close properly. So these actually do come in pretty clutch. I have spatulas for caulking. These actually do come in handy, especially when you have different variants of windows, doors. Sometimes that joint can be really big, sometimes it's not, so it's nice to have, you know, the bigger spatulas. That's a big boy right there, and then all the way down to a little one like this. So it's nice to have different ones, especially when you want to have a professional look. A lot of times when you're doing the caulking, that's going to be it. You know, the painter's going to come paint over it, but it has to look good, it has to be finished nice. So I definitely think getting the proper tools is definitely comes in handy. And again, you know, just different, I have different fasteners on here. I also have a Klein angle finder. You don't necessarily need this, but it does come in handy when you are working with different gables or different, you know, around different finished angles. So it is nice to have it, but you don't need it. And I have like little, you know, little nail clips, little nips, whatever. Little nail nips. So these are actually pretty nice too. So again, I just want to show you a little tour of my finished car, so I bring, whether I'm outside or inside. It is nice to have everything in here, and I have my bags underneath. I got that bigger square for, you know, 2x12s and whatnot. So that's just a tour of my car. So some of the work we did today, working on just like handrails and banisters, just removing some of the stuff that needed to be replaced. Same thing over here. Again, just replacing some handrail stuff, just replacing some of the old siding with some of the new stuff that's going to be painted pretty soon. So there you have it. That's what I do as a carpenter. I know some of you guys really wish that I could like strap a GoPro onto my chest and record, you know, me actually working. Some of you guys are really weird and you guys want to see like me do like manual labor, but I don't get paid for that. So, you know, and also I don't want to open up my company to liability. They've also told me like I can't do it. So I'm trying to work within those bounds. I appreciate you guys for watching. As a carpenter, one of the hardest things to do is just actually showing up. That's like one of the most difficult aspects of our job, is to actually, you know, do the work and come in every day and just put one foot in front of the other. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is actually more about like just putting one pebble on top of each other and then building a mountain out of it. So that's what we do. I move around a lot. I self-perform a lot of the work too, so it is nice to kind of switch things up as a, you know, carpenter. I'm not driving to the office, you know, every single day and doing the same monotonous thing. It's just like a journey. Sometimes I could be at one job site for, you know, 5 months, and I could be, you know, at 5 different job sites within like a month. So it is nice to be able to, you know, do different things and learn different processes and work with other people. So I really do appreciate the company I work for, and I do like being a carpenter. So if you guys enjoyed, let me know if you want to see more content. If I do move different job sites, I'm not going to record again here because, again, you already seen what we're doing. We're working on like repairing siding, you know, handrails, banisters. There's no point in showing you that again. But if I go to the site, I'll record that too, so you guys can get a more like better idea of what we do as carpenters. But yeah, man, that's about it. I appreciate you guys. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe. See you guys next one. Peace.